2017. And I'd just like to say good morning to the humans of Earth. Whoa. Okay. I was starting to hear myself through my own microphone, so I was echoing a little bit in my ears. Okay, cool. So yeah, so basically, good morning to the humans of Earth. I'm so glad to be with you here today. And here on Sovereign Starseed, we like to talk about the crypto news. We like to talk about whatever's on my mind, whatever's on the world's mind, whatever's going on, because whatever's relevant is what we need to be talking about. All right. So today, just going to go ahead and get into a few things here. First of all, if you really want to end up catching all the fun, I'm going to start to be creating a lot more things in the chat for Twitch. So if you want to end up joining in on the fun with a whole bunch of cool chat games and things like that, make sure that you're watching this from twitch.com and you'll be able to end up seeing it there. So make sure you're streaming from there to get into all the best chat commands and stuff like that. So anyways, getting into the crypto news today, I think this is pretty cool. First thing that I want to bring up is Bitconnect. Bitconnect is making this new article on their blog, and basically it's just talking about, and I was just like, I think this is really cool. It talks about how cannabis and blockchain could be the perfect match. Hey, I think absolutely, I agree with this. It says cannabis and blockchain could be the perfect match. The world is progressing at a phenomenal rate. I agree. The integration of cryptocurrency in the real world will soon be a regular occurrence thanks to corporations like CME who aim to make Bitcoin investing a reality for anyone who can afford it. The base of Bitcoin and other virtual currencies is blockchain technology, which in itself is growing at a rapid pace. It is not only being used for cryptocurrencies, though. It is a great option for businesses who want to operate in a decentralized and transparent manner, which seems to be the way of the future. Another development in the world's rapid legalization of cannabis. What Another development in the world is the rapid legalization of cannabis. What does that have to do with blockchain technology? A lot. According to IBM, it could be the answer to British Columbia's data management of the herb. So, yeah, let's see here. Canada's BC government have already started public discussions on the legalization of cannabis. These regulations could take place as soon as July next year. And it says blockchain is an ideal mechanism in which BC can transparently capture the history of cannabis through the entire supply chain, ultimately ensuring consumer safety while exerting regulatory control from seed to sale. Blockchain is a highly effective trust mechanism which uses a cryptographically secure shared ledger to irrefutably track complex transactions amongst many known parties, IBM stated. So these are from IBM's. This is from IBM's mouth, man. And so I think that's really cool that a few days ago I had reported on this, and now Bitconnect has now made an article on their blog reporting about how, yeah, cannabis and blockchain, they go together. They were made for each other. So I think that's really cool because this is kind of what I'm talking about as well on the channel, where I always like to end up showing like people like how the people of Earth are kind of like using this technology to evolve. And so I think that, we're not going to see the federal government ever be able to fully adopt cannabis medicinally. And I always kind of had that suspicion, but I now think that with the blockchain technology and cryptocurrency technology, it's going to be something that the federal government either needs to recognize like right away, immediately, or the world is just going to kind of like move forward without the federal government, if that makes sense. And so from that, that's why been trying to say as well that a lot of these government agencies, I understand where you're coming from. I understand that, you definitely need to do what you have to do to regulate people and regulate the laws and regulate economies in the countries. But You know, this is just more proof going to show that your relevancy is kind of fallen to the back seat. And there's going to be a transition period where I'm going to, you know, definitely love seeing the people of Earth start to govern themselves and not really need the need for specific governments telling them what to do, when to do it, how to do it. So I think that's beautiful. So other than that, let's keep going. I think this is really cool. Next in news, American Express and Santander have teamed up with Ripple on the blockchain platform. So American Express and Santander have partnered with financial technology firm Ripple to speed up cross-border payments between the US and the UK by using blockchain technology. Payments made by American Express business customers on its financial international payments platform will now be routed through Ripple's enterprise blockchain network, RippleNet. Blockchain, otherwise as distributed ledger technology, allows vast amounts of data to be stored on a dispersed network of computers around the world rather than on one centralized server. I think this is so good, guys, because if you want to see a little bit further about what's been happening, you can see that with American Express and Santander, these are big boys in the game. So what they've done is they have now created, oh my God, look at Ripple today. Um, if you can see this on the screen here, check this out. If you were in Ripple last night, you would be rich now. And that's because look at this massive, massive spike that's happened. Let's go to the last 7 days. Boom. Bam. Look at this. Look at all the volume coming in. Okay, guys, this is how to read some charts. I'm going to show you real fast. So, just, you know, there's many ways to do this, and what I'm saying is debatable because there's as many ways to interpret these charts as there are eyeballs. So, what I'll say is that, look at this. Um, Geez, man. November 16th. November 16th, Ripple was at 21 cents USD. I'm looking at the little yellow, or I'm sorry, I'm looking at the little green dot there. It's at 21 cents, okay? Then you end up coming, you keep on going further, further, further to 10 p.m. It dipped down to 20 cents. That's crazy. Okay, so it tripped down to 20 cents, and then bam, at 13:54 UTC time, it jumped up to 27 cents. That's huge. That's huge, guys. So like, and as you can see down here, there is a lot of money starting to come into the Ripple market. And so this is amazing. As you can see, the price of Ripple has gone up because Santander and American Express have now signed on to blockchain technology. And this is what I'm talking about. I'm glad that, you know, American Express is open-minded towards these types of things because now this gives me more confidence using American Express cards with cryptocurrency technologies because it tells me that this company understands and recognizes this. So expect American Express and Santander stock to go up as well. Nice. Anyways, keep on going. Keep on it. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Bitcoinist.com is reporting today that the world of currency is facing many challenges. Okay, this article is called "Building Decentralized Legal Platform for the Crypto Community." Smart One launches a groundbreaking ICO. The main challenge to the legitimacy of this new landscape is from none other than the governments. Big surprise. It is because cryptocurrencies and ICOs transcend borders and make life difficult for governments to earn from traders and international dealers. Yeah, they can't earn, they can't track, they can't tax. It's so hard. So that's why governments are trying their hardest to be like, come on, man, we need to do this. But as you may know, the crypto world doesn't have a legal voice, and in most cases, it is being swept aside by hard-handed government measures that you can see in China and even a little in the USA. Smart One, a blockchain-based legal startup, wants to create a community of lawyers that can represent crypto entities and make their voices heard and fight back. Hello, Smart One. Yo, this is pretty... Well, okay. Okay, I like this. I like this. So basically, Smart One is it's going to be a cryptocurrency legal representation system that's coming out. So now we're going to have blockchain lawyers, guys. And you know what I think will be cool about this is that I hope that on this platform, okay, let's check this out. For more information, please visit smartone.legal. Oh, geez, you could get legal tokens. Oh, my man. Oh, man. This is going to be good. Okay, guys, so like if you can get a what? This is just changing my mind right now, and I'm loving it. This is why I love reporting this stuff, guys. This is why I love talking about this every day. I cannot believe what I'm like coming over and looking at right now because this is amazing. We're almost there. Our platform is under development. Please notice it is possible that there will be certain delays occasioned by the Ethereum blockchain during this period. We're thanking you for your patience and understanding. Okay, cool. Get that off there. Let me see the site. Let me see the site. Get whitelisted. Reserve your 10% bonus now. Oh, guys, I could tell you I'm probably going to be getting into this. Automation, legal consulting. Here's their roadmap. So yeah, look at this. Our solution marketplace, develop a community of crypto-aware legal experts. Automation, digitalization, and automation of legal processes. Oh my gosh. Legal consulting, implementation and analogous of an analogous. That's a new word. Let's add it to the new word dictionary. I'm gonna make one of those. It's gonna be the Sovereign Starseed new word dictionary. Legal consulting, though, implementation and analysis of TGEs. I don't know what TGEs are, whatever, but like, here's what I gotta say. Remember how I've been saying on this channel about how lawyers and judges and the whole legal system is going to become irrelevant? This is it. This is what I'm talking about right here. So if you're a lawyer, you're pretty much going to need to be starting to get your profile set up on Smart One, and you're going to start to get a lot of like good reviews and like a lot of good ratings and thumbs ups and likes and subscribes and all that stuff, so whatever they got going on. And then you'll move to the top of that website, and that's how you'll maintain your relevancy in the future. And honestly, I can see that and I can agree with that. And that's exactly what I've been talking about. Not just with this, but this is going to start to happen with all kinds of stuff, people. It's going to start to be with accountants, H&R Block. Wait until I find out and report on a blockchain tax service that's willing to do not just your crypto taxes, but your fiat taxes too, in a much more attractive way than the fiat systems that we currently have in place right now. And in a much more digestible way for millennials and younger and other people. And so that way it'll make us want to account for our things, and it'll make us automatically account for our things. Eventually, you're just going to see blockchain scanners. You know what I'm saying? Mark my words on this. You're just going to see blockchain scanners. It's going to be a bot that's going to go out. It's going to look at all blockchains. It's going to see all transactions, find the wallet addresses from where each transaction went to and from, and then it'll automatically be able to pop your taxes back out to you within like 30 seconds across all currencies, across all blockchains. Yep. So if anybody's looking at that right now, make sure that that's the solution going forward, because that's pretty attractive to me. I want to be able to press a button and then within 30 seconds just have like all my taxes come back and be like, all right, look, this is how much you owe, or this is how much you're refunded in each currency. Would you like that divvied up into Bitcoin, Ether, or across all the currencies that you participated in? Or would you like to participate in our H&R Block token, our Jackson Hewitt token, to get this service for free next year? You see what I mean? And then we're not going to end up having to wait and go in and get the taxes done and wait for all the things in the mail and wait for all the blah blah and the blah blah. And I say that because it's just so irrelevant, and it's becoming irrelevant. And I love this. I love this. So legal solutions for the crypto community, great. You know what I think is cool is that right now it's still in the whitelisting phase. So, um, I'm not paid by these guys. I'm just coming across this news, you guys. So like, I'm not like sponsored or anything. And I'm gonna say that I'm gonna look into this a little bit because what I want to tell you guys is getting whitelisted means that you get like early VIP access into an ICO. It's kind of like if you're familiar with fiat instruments, think of it as companies' preferred stock. Okay, so you'll basically get it's kind of like preferred stock and kind of not. So you'll get like different dividends, you'll get different things because you've been whitelisted. You'll basically be able to end up buying in even before the ICO goes live. And so based on the hype, you can just have access to buying more tokens, which I think is beautiful. So, always whenever you're looking for ICOs, a good thing to look at, you'll know, is that if they're still offering something such as whitelisting, you could tell that they're in the fetal stages. They're in the baby stages of their development, and that's what they're doing. Is I've seen a lot of projects throughout the years collect addresses so that way they can see what kind of demand there is for this ICO. It's just a simple way of gauging it. Other entrepreneurs out there that know what I'm talking about, it's kind of like getting out an MVP and then pretty much feeling the water. So, but this is doing it in a different way. So, yep, I'm loving this. I love this. This is amazing. So, Bitcoin at like legal representation. Perfect segue into my next article. Coindesk.com has an article coming up today called Blockchain Advocacy Group launched in Wyoming. So, a new blockchain advocacy group headquartered in Wyoming includes a former state governor, the mayor of Wyoming, capital, Wyoming State Capitol, and the CEO of Overstock.com among its founding membership. Wow. Okay. So what's really cool about this is that the CEO of Overstock.com immediately saw the benefits of Bitcoin, and Overstock.com is one of the first online businesses to accept Bitcoin. And it was like one of the first online businesses that was really established, is what I would say. Like back in 20, I don't even know what year it was, man. Like I could be off on this, but a few years ago, whenever people would like ask about this, well, people weren't even asking about this. I would just be talking about it and I'd be like, hey, this Bitcoin thing is amazing. People would be like, well, where can you spend it? And I'd be like, well, you could spend it at like Newegg in Overstock. Have you ever heard of Overstock? So they've been around for a while, and it makes me very happy to see that now the CEO is actually he's a founding member of a Bitcoin advocacy group. Sovereign Starseed. I would love to end up becoming part of a Bitcoin advocacy group as well. So I think that's great. It's excellent. So it was announced on Tuesday, aimed at advancing use of the technology within the state. We don't have to just keep it within the state, yo. We could cross borders. What are borders? The group intends to lobby for easy regulatory burdens and the creation of a more business-friendly environment for blockchain companies. So those supporting the effort are also seeking to advance public sector applications of the tech as well. Okay, guys, so if you guys are trying to figure out how to get Bitcoin into public aspects, and maybe you work for state bodies and you are tasked with researching these types of things, like just how to get more public adoptance and things like that, contact these guys. The mission of the Wyoming Blockchain Coalition is to educate Wyoming citizens about the power of blockchain technology to cut costs, streamline administrative processes, and spur entirely new businesses in Wyoming. Wow. Okay, so check this out. Sovereign Starseed right here is going to found on this channel the Colorado Blockchain Coalition. And I definitely want to found that because I want to educate Colorado citizens about the power of blockchain technology. But I just don't want it to be in just Colorado. I want it to be everywhere. You know what I mean? So that's awesome. And I think that's really cool. So good job, guys. Bitcoin advocacy group. Well, not even Bitcoin, just blockchain advocacy group. That's going to actually really help out a lot with, things like legal representation from the Smart One ICO that's about to launch. Check this out too. Next in crypto news, Crypto 20 passes 12 million for autonomous crypto index fund. Okay, so other companies are trying to make news and saying how they're going to end up releasing futures and they're going to end up doing ETFs and they're going to be doing all kinds of things with Bitcoin and people's money. But Crypto 20 is actually something that's been around, and this is awesome. So let's just read it. Bitcoinist.net. Crypto 20 is continuing to gain momentum as it passes 12 million for its cryptocurrency index fund. Over 4,700 contributors are part of the fund, which, unlike competitors, is a finished product with live trading tools. Say, there you go. CME is trying to launch futures, and they still are they're trying to give us 2 weeks, you guys. And you know what I'm saying? If you're about it, you're gonna try to do this today. You're going to have already been doing this. Like Crypto 20. Crypto 20 originally raised $5 million in an oversubscribed pre-sale, and the public token sale is currently running with over $12 million invested. With 2 weeks left to run, the team behind Crypto 20 is expecting to build even further and cross the 20 million mark in the coming week. The fund's token, C20, is a representation of an investor's share of the fund, and the fund's value is equal to the combined value of its assets. It's just like an index. So, Crypto 20, unlike many of the other offerings in the marketplace today, is a finished product and not a platform. Actively managed funds consistently fail to beat the market index despite decades worth of data, billions of dollars, and hundreds of analysts at their disposal. When they have their fees dilute investor returns to less than if they had simply held the index. So Daniel Schwarzkopf, CEO and founder of Crypto 20, stated, "We have known for a long time that the crypto world should benefit from the introduction of the most proven, practical, tried and tested investment vehicle, the index fund. And we're pleased to share this outlook with over 4,700 contributors." So this is beautiful. They've released trading tools and insights that are generated live from the 8 exchanges connected to the system via a simple unified API. The trading tools are available on the fund portal, the investor portal, and include information on slippage, best price, and trading pair to acquire assets with, and the volume by exchange. The fund is fully AML KYC compliant, so you guys are going to have to get your pictures out, take your selfies with the passports, and operates as a registered LLC in the Cayman Islands, a popular fund jurisdiction. So Crypto 20 fund mitigates risk and volatility and historically has provided better returns than the market cap leader Bitcoin alone. Wow. Pretty cool. Let's check out Crypto 20 real fast. So that's really cool. I'm thinking about investing into this. This is something that, my viewers that are wanting to get into something that's like low risk, that wants to do something really safe, I would probably say something like Crypto 20 would end up being something to do. Just because if they've been around, they got almost like 5,000 people up on this making money. Might as well look into it. Autonomous token as a fund. That is really cool. Someone just invested $63 about a minute ago. Hey, that's cool. Got to make sure that those little alerts aren't fake though. Crypto 20 makes it easy for anyone to get exposure to crypto returns with broad, diversified risk. So January to April was the initial research and development. April to June was smart contract trading system was developed. They've already finalized the smart contract and trading protocol. They've tested the trading system. On September 16th, they launched. On October 7th, they had the token pre-sale. On October 16th to the 30th of November, right now, is the ICO. Yep. That's cool. Look at this. Are any of these from you guys? Any of these from anybody watching? Let me make sure that the stream's actually even going, man. We got it going? Okay. Perfect. Cool. So yeah, it's just pretty interesting here. Nice ICO. Man, see what I'm saying, man? The ICO is still open for another 15 for another 2 weeks. This is what makes it so hard to like figure out what to invest in on. Somebody just put 879 bucks in. That's so cool. See, because I want to do this. I also want to invest in on some smart one. It'd also be good today to end up getting some Ripple, obviously, because this is not the end. This is going to continue to go up as that American Express nudes, the American Express nudes spreads across the web. I'm just realizing like what I'm saying. Someone from Great Bookham, United Kingdom is now an investor. That's pretty cool. Right on. So Crypto 20, take a look at that because like an index fund that's going to be producing assets. So this is really nice. Okay, next, I wanted to end up talking about LGBT token to introduce the Sugar blockchain-based LGBT social network. The pre-sale started yesterday and is going to continue for another month through the 15th of December. And the way things are done in the social cycle, this is what Bitcoinist.com has to say in this article. The way things are done in the social cycle is about to change with the launching of Sugar's LGBT token, which would revolutionize the social networks and ensure that people are bonded by the same ideology and are also able to communicate more securely. So many tokens have been launched in the past, and more are still being launched daily, but none of them have successfully addressed the social network and its attendant challenges. Sugar is taking the lead in its regard by putting the right tools in place. So what they want to do is they want to create an ideal, functional, unified network for the LGBT community, making over 2 billion social network users globally and have a sense of social belonging and security. So Sugar is setting the pace as the first social network for representatives of the LGBT communities worldwide. So this is pretty cool. It's designed to be an avenue for like-minded people to locate and interact with one another without barriers like sex, age, social statuses, color, or race playing a divisive role. Oh man, that's cool. The only uniting factor over the 300 million potential users of the platform will be a unified ideology. So this is cool. So basically, it's going to have multi-language, integrated marketplace, um, encrypted messaging, video streaming. It's going to have a graphic image editor, mobile applications, and a VPN service. What? Okay. Gaming platform. I mean, shoot, that is cool. LG Bit token sale. 100% of the fund raised would be used in the following proportions. 70% of the money would be realized from the pre-sale will go into marketing. 20% will be continuing development of the web version of Sugar, and 10% would start the development of the mobile version of Sugar. This is cool. They already got their pricing. That's really nice. I like when they have it right up front. So 1 to 5,000 Ether is going to get you 700 LG bit tokens. I'm sorry, 1 Ether equals 700 LG bit tokens. And buying more gets you less. It seems backwards to me. I hope this is backwards. I hope that if you put greater than 20,000 Ether in, that you would actually get 700 LG bit tokens instead of 600. Maybe I'm not understanding something with that. That's okay. But that's cool. So, um, shoot, that sounds like a really cool token. So this is kind of what I'm talking about, guys, where like you want to look at tokens that have functionality, and having this functionality is going to give you like VPN, it's going to give you a social network, it's going to be allowing you to communicate on a social network with people across the whole world. Doesn't matter if it doesn't matter what the race is, doesn't matter what the religion is, doesn't matter what the sexual preference is. This is pretty unifying. This is pretty beautiful. But the website is pretty slow too, so I'm going to go back to my article on that. But hey, that is really cool. You know, you can do image editing, video streaming, VPN, gaming platform with 100 games on it. Encryption, full privacy, multi-language. This is a very comprehensive token. I would just say, you know, that's a huge undertaking. I definitely believe that we can do it. I definitely believe that the world needs it, but that's a lot to ask for in a token. So I would want to look at the website later on and see what their roadmap looks like and see kind of like how they're taking all this on and how fast. So that's really cool. So LGBT token is about to be released for the people in that community. So that's great. Coindesk.com is reporting India's Supreme Court prods government on Bitcoin regulation. So I think that's really interesting, where India's Supreme Court has asked the government to respond to calls to regulate Bitcoin. Three justices issued a notice to the central bank, the market regulator, the tax department, and several other agencies asking them to answer a petition on the matter. The Hindu, an Indian newspaper, reported Tuesday. The original petition to the court expressed concern that Bitcoin can be used to conduct transactions across borders without a trace, making it an attractive tool for ransomware attackers and tax cheats. So here you go. Now we're seeing the Indian government trying to struggle for the relevancy, and basically it's saying we can't trace it. This is scary, and it's attractive for people that are trying to make ransomware, and people that are not trying to pay us all the things that we're telling them they need to pay us for. And even though we put all these laws on these people, and not necessarily every person in India agrees with the laws, we need to track them, and we need you guys to sign this petition now saying that you want to track these people as well. So this is pretty much kind of like the India's version of terrorism from America. And like that's what we try to say in the US, is that it's got to stop terrorists and people trying to do money laundering and things like that. So, you know, that's just what I have to say from this, is that this is something that it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. You know, the India is going to have to try to get something in place, but I think that, you know, if you look at the world right now, we have certain countries like Singapore that is trying its hardest to make its central bankers step back and be like, whoa, there's a lot to learn from this, and this is very beautiful. We need to take notes, and we need to be releasing reports as fast as possible on our findings. And then you have countries right next to that are like, whoa, we are very scared about this. We can't track this. We need the government to handle this instead of us handling it ourselves. Sovereign Starseed is what I'd like to ask the people that are seeing this petition, and the people that are looking at this. I'd just like them to end up seeing it and saying, like, you know what? I think that we're going to be able to manage our own money in the planet going forward. And if we continue to ask the government or the Indian government to tell us how to spend our money, then we're not going forward at all. We're not making a unified culture. And here's what I can predict, is that, you know, you got two ways to go, man. You can either let your government try to tell you how to regulate cryptocurrency, and that's going to take a long time because these governments don't necessarily have all the people in place yet to learn about it and to disseminate the knowledge in a way that they want their country to hear it. So if you want to do that, go for it. It's just going to take you a long time to get Bitcoin to be able to be regulated, tracked, and traced through the government system. Or you could just start to educate yourself on Bitcoin. You could start to see that if you look at the blockchain, everything is kind of tracked already. Okay? And if you do that, then I think you're going to be able to play into the world's marketplace that's being built as we speak. As we look at this every day, the world's marketplace is being built. And if you don't try to educate yourself and look at these types of things, you're going to be at the mercy of somebody else's interpretation of it. And I got to say that we're all at the mercy of people's interpretations, right? Because we're all looking at different, people's opinions. I'm looking at Coindesk.com opinion right now. And it's what we need to do with this is we need to end up taking our opinions from multiple different sources and then coming up with our own sovereign opinion about what that is, and then start to uphold that and look at that and go like, nah, I know what's going on in Singapore, and I also know what's going on in India as well. And I really hope that the people in India can get with the people in Singapore and talk to them about what's going on, and talk to them about um, what are you guys learning about blockchains? What do you guys see? So yeah, it's just my interpretation of the situation, and with that, I think that's very interesting. So, I don't. That's it for the news for today, you guys. If anybody has anything that they want to end up asking me or anything like that, just go ahead and shoot me a message. I've been loving getting into Twitter lately. If you like what I'm talking about on this channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it out. And yeah, definitely, we try to give you the crypto news every day at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'm going to start to convert that to Universal Time. We'll see what that's like. So, yeah, guys, if you have any suggestions about things that you want me to talk about on the show, go ahead and shoot a message to me, post up a comment, anything like that. I'll read these comments, I'll look into them, and we'll post something up. Plus, we'll end up starting to get into the chat a lot more, too. So, yeah, I just got to say thank you to anybody that's been watching today. And this is Sovereign Starseed signing off.